What's going on is the Objective Jerk, and I am said jerk. What's going on, everybody? I am wearing the same shirt I wore on my last podcast, but that's just because I wear this for when I go biking, and I got done mountain biking, so. Oh, yeah. It's kind of funny. There's dogs here. I don't know, people that have never been overseas or, when I was in Iraq, dogs were everywhere. Just packs of them at night. And, they had to do we had a bunch of dogs inside our fob. It was, I'm so bad with, I don't remember routes and some of the, I don't know, so much crap I don't remember over there in the, from Iraq, like the names of stuff. I just turned down the volume a little bit. It looked like it was kind of too loud. But it started off as like Camp Cuervo. I don't know. It was a big place that had, a lot of people. We were there. Used to get mortared there. And the hell was it called? But anyway, so we had a dog problem. So they had people that had to go around and kill all the dogs. That included puppies. So they had shotguns for the dogs, and they used their 9mm to kill the puppies. Because it was getting bad, And it sucks and it's sad, but, it's just, it's crazy there. And it's kind of the same thing here. Dogs are kind of everywhere. And when you go out into the farms, which is where I go to go riding, dude, dogs are just fucking everywhere, man. They're everywhere. People, and I think I talked about it before, is people don't really, everybody has a dog in the farm, but they feed it, they keep it nearby, it sticks around, but they don't take it to the vet, they don't make sure it's whatever healthy. If it gets injured or gets sick, it just dies, and there's plenty of other dogs that can take its place. You know what I mean? That's kind of, not everybody, there are people that are that love dogs and carry their stupid Shih Tzus around and crap like that. But, as far as the native Filipino dogs, which you can tell a lot of them have been bred with Rottweiler or, you know what I mean? But anyway, so there's dogs everywhere when you go. And it's I used to bring my one dog with me on the trail a couple times, but then he kind of went off and did his own thing, and I was kind of pissed. One of the dogs I have now, he's an Aspen Filipino dog, and I think he would be good for riding, but I need to get him neutered. I want to get him neutered first and everything, so he doesn't try and get in fights and stuff. But as I was riding the trail, this was yesterday though, so I rode yesterday by myself. And so I'm riding on the trail, and I see a dog just walking in the middle, which generally on that trail, you don't see dogs too much on the trail like that. Usually they're on the side, like somebody's property or something. So it looked like this guy escaped and was just checking stuff out. It looked like he had a leash on him or whatever. But so he's walking, and I come riding up, and he sees me. He's just kind of he goes, so I'm riding, and I'm sitting here doing it here on the table where you can't see. So I'm riding, and he's in front of me. And then he just kind of stops and waits on the side. I get in front of him, and then he comes behind me, and then he just kind of follows me all the way up to where his property is. And then he just starts going crazy. Like he's letting his dog buddies know. And all of a sudden you hear them barking, and they're coming up the trail. You know what I mean? And I was like, fucker. But so I kept riding. And then on the way down, I'm going fast. And there was one dog that was chasing me for a little bit, and he was trying to keep up, and I don't know if he was trying to bite me or if he was just, playing around or whatever. But yeah, so it's a little crazy. And, a lot of people don't get their dogs inoculated, so there's a fear of rabies and stuff, so. But there are vets here. There's 3 veterinarians in my town that I can think of off the top of my head. There might be even another one. I'm not sure, but it's slowly getting there. People are they're taking better care of their dogs and stuff. But I don't think people really care about getting their animals fixed, if I had money just sitting and I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, I have everything I want, whatever, this and that. And I just had some money. I would build like a humane society, get with one of the vets and open up like a vet humane society kind of thing where you can house and then maybe have like a dog catcher, you know, and bring dogs in and get them fixed and get them inoculated. And if they're old and whatever, maybe euthanize them. But just kind of get a little control over this dog, the dogs that run around. It's a little crazy. Yeah, so that's kind of that, right? Let's see what's going on with Trump. Trump is killing it as usual. He released today, I think, the JFK assassination files. So I'm curious to read that a little bit. Yeah, Trump releases classified files on the JFK assassination. Here's what they say. So there's from the left. Conspiracy theories swirl. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We're still. I just feel like we're never going to really know. So I'm kind of over it, you know. But Hunter Biden, piece of shit, dude. President Biden is going to go down. He's got the fake signatures, the auto signatures going on. So, I mean, technically, he wasn't president. He wasn't. Like, literally, he was a puppet. They had somebody else doing all the stuff and making the decisions. And, you know, because there were some times where he didn't even know what he was doing. He signed. Like, they even said it. You know? There's a video of him. Like, what? He was just confused. They just took advantage of him. That was like, so that presidency is going to go down as the most corrupt, fucked up presidency in American history. I mean, it already is. And it's not so much Biden, you know what I mean? It was just, I don't know. Am I still talking loud? I feel like it's loud. Like I can kind of hear, turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little better. I had it down. But when I was doing stuff got adjusted. But anyway. So, what was I saying? Yeah, piece of shit presidency. But it's not just Biden. So many other people, you know. I'm wondering who those people were. Someday that'll come out maybe. But anyway. But now you have... So Hunter Biden, the laptop is fake. All this, man, there's so much corruption going on. But he is in court for, I can't remember what it is exactly. He did something. Was it, I can't remember. But he told the courts that he is poor, he's broke, and he's like millions in debt, right? And then before they finish doing whatever, like he takes off to South Africa. So he's in South Africa right now for 3 months, staying in a resort that's like $500 a night. It's like, well, I thought you were fucking poor. So who's paying for that, I wonder? But then he has like, I think they said there's 31 Secret Service agents, but I think that's split between him and his sister. So he has 15 Secret Service agents, at least, assigned to him 24/7. I mean, they're not all working all the time. You know, they have shifts and whatever, but they're still getting paid, you know. And who's paying for that? Us, taxpayers. We're paying for that piece of shit crackhead staying over, you know. Fuck that. Trump, nope. No more Secret Service for you. And they couldn't even get one for JF or RFK when he was getting some threats and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So fucking corrupt, dude. You know, and there's I don't know if you ever heard of the Battle of Athens, which was a town in, I don't know, like Tennessee or something. I can't remember. But it happened in the 40s. There was this sheriff who had like a little corruption, political control over that whole town, and had like, you know, would intimidate, and he won the elections, and they would, you know, it was all, you know, fake ballot stuffing, lying, threatening people. They had brothels and they had, little casinos to gamble or whatever. Not casinos, but little, And then they started arresting people because they would get money for the amount of people they arrested. So they started just arresting people on bogus charges. Oh, you're drunk and disorderly. Then they weren't even drunk or whatever, this and that. But the problem was, so you had a bunch of military individuals who went over to World War II. They came home and they started going after them because oh, hey, they got money. So they started charging them with a bunch of stuff. And then they were like, no. Fuck you. We just got done fucking taking out one Nazi. Now we're going to go after another. And there was legit battling and fighting for the ballot boxes. And the sheriff was so corrupt and it ended up working out. But the thing is that guy is Democratic. He was a Democrat. Okay. And I start to think, I was like, man, there's so many, all these politicians throughout history. And I'm not talking like presidents. I'm just talking just anywhere throughout the country. The most corrupt politicians are like Democrats. And so I looked that up. I went on History Collection, right? And they had the 10 most corrupt political machines in American history, right? 10. Out of those 10, 8 are Democrat. 2 were Republican. So it's just and every time I see some kind of corruption, whatever, it's Democrat. I'm not saying the Republicans don't ever, but it's just dude.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks again for listening to The Objective Jerk. I greatly appreciate it. If you could subscribe, comment on wherever you're finding this. And you can also email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. So hope you're enjoying it, and please continue on with the episode. The Democrats are so corrupt, and they're good at making it seem like, oh, we're the good, we're here to help and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it seemed to kind of work in the past, and they used to be able to get away with stuff, but they can't get away with it anymore, And now it's AOC is supposedly she's kind of the one becoming the one in charge of the Democratic Party. It's really? AOC? That's your best one? Because Newsom, he's done. He's fucked, right? He totally botched the fires in California. He's a piece of shit. He wouldn't take responsibility for nothing. And then he's trying to do a podcast, and all he's trying to do is trying to align himself with the center. He's trying to get away from the woke left, the liberal left, and he's trying to get center, I think, but no. You suck balls. Go run a fucking Macy's or something. I don't know. Do they even have Macy's anymore? I don't think they do. Go run a Bed Bath & Beyond, right? Whatever. And then, what was the other one? So he's out. He sucks. AOC's an idiot. Oh, and then Michelle Obama did a podcast and totally just bombed. Nobody. I mean, she had more listeners than I do, but it's Michelle Obama, dude. I'm just some dipshit, So of course she's gonna have more than me, but it's it's just kind of funny because podcasts and independent creators really helped the Republicans in this election, So then the Democrats are oh man, they got Joe Rogan, which they had Joe Rogan. I mean, he was he was a little left, or he was more left, but he's left centered, whatever. But now he's center right, That's their fault. They had Joe Rogan and they screwed it over. And I've said it before. So they're trying to oh man, we need to get on podcast and do all this kind of stuff. But they're all fake. They're all bullshit because they're all crooks. And it doesn't work. It does not work if it's not genuine. That's what, and they just don't get it. And the people that love them don't get it. It's dude, They're pieces of trash. They're all fake. And that's why they can't be successful independently. They can only be successful when you have the news to help prop them up, and when you have USAID pouring money into, that's why if they didn't cancel, or let's say if Trump, let me see. I mean, I'm assuming if USAID wasn't stopped or whatever, but definitely if Trump and they still did these podcasts. No, I wonder, even if Trump won, but USAID was not affected, then Michelle or Michael, whatever you want to call her, or him, their podcast would have had like a bunch more listeners and subscribers and all this stuff. Because you notice now, so many things are just tanking. Like, you look at like Snow White, right? The Snow White movie. If you go and you look at the theaters, nobody's buying tickets. It's like they're all empty, right? It was the same thing with like another stupid Marvel movie, but it was like, oh, look at it's all sold out. It's all sold out. And then people were like, man, we were going to sold out theaters, and there was like hardly nobody there, because USAID or a similar kind of whatever was throwing money, pushing all this crap. It's all related, man. It's all trying to influence people. You have the news, you have comics, you have movies, you have music. It's all trying to influence you to the dark side. And now they don't have the money to push. So all these people who were like kind of left wing, like any kind of popular YouTube or, ones that are on X or whatever, they're gone. Where'd they go? Oh, because they're not getting the funding anymore. All their subscribers, all their followers was fake, just like the Democratic Party. They're fake. All they care about is being in power and having money. How do we do it? They're so stupid, though. They don't know how to do it. But I do believe, 20 years from now, the Republicans are going to be, it's going to be the same thing now. They're going to be the ones that are, corrupted and struggling and everything. It's going to be like cycles. But I keep saying it. I've been saying it. When was the first podcast I said it? Well, it was right when no, I think I said it even before Trump won. I was like, if Trump wins, I was like, Democrats are done. And then when he won, it was like, oh yeah, for sure. They're done. They're over. They picked that. They picked their side, the crazy far left, and they're sticking with it, and it's going to fail. And I think a lot of Democrats are seeing that, and they're kind of like letting them do their thing, and then they're slowly kind of separating. But they need to what's the word I'm trying to think of? But just kind of like how you had Republicans, right? And you have MAGA. And then you have Democrats, and you have woke, I guess, liberal. And woke has changed. People try to say like, oh, woke doesn't mean. No, woke just means retarded bullshit DEI stuff. It's not black. It's not. I mean, I think that's how it started. It was like a black thing. But now it's just all of the stupid retardness. It's like the safe retard word is woke. Instead of saying retarded, you say woke. Woke is the new retard. But now you can say retard, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they need to, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to find somebody to take the reins. And right now it's AOC, which is like ridiculous. Dude, she's good looking, I ain't gonna lie, but she's an idiot. You know what I mean? She just is. And I don't know. But they got to find somebody, and then they'll all follow him, and then they'll maybe get popular, and then they're going to call it something else. They got to call it something else to kind of separate it. They're still Democrats, but they're separate from the left, the woke left. They got to be something else, just like MAGA and Republicans, because there were so many Republicans that were basically, they were just the Democrats, just the other side, to make people, long-term politicians screwing everybody over, just making money. That's all they care about. So And there was a lot of those Republicans. And then those ones, the ones that were like Republicans, but they were pretty much Democrats, were labeled rhinos. Republican in name only. That's where that came from. And so MAGA has kind of become a political party. And it's kicking ass, you know? So the Democrats gotta do the same thing. They gotta figure out something, but like they can't. They're like in a free fall right now. It's JD Vance, unless he decides not to or whatever, he's gonna be the next president afterward. But you know, I want just to kind of shut up the left. I want the Republicans to get a female. Could you imagine like Tulsi Gabbard being the first female president? And I think she would do a good job. I kind of wonder if like they get to a point and they're like, hey, you know, JD Vance, man, he's got it, but we have to get a woman in. You know, let's be the first party to have a woman. You know, actually, I mean, they were the first party that ran a female vice president. Remember with McCain? What was her face? She was pretty too, older, but from Alaska. Damn, what was her name? I think she's still a senator there, if I'm not mistaken, for Alaska. I think so. I can't. Damn, what's her name? I gotta look that up. That's gonna kind of bug me. You guys know what I'm talking about, though, right? I was going to read like some of these political, maybe I'll do that next time. Maybe I should leave these open. Kind of read some of these political parties or political machines throughout history that were the most corrupt. Maybe kind of read some of those. Let me see. Just kind of looking up real quick because I got to know. Okay, John McCain. Man, what was her name? 2008 presidential election. McCain. Sarah Palin. There we go. Sarah Palin. Okay. Yeah, so. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, see, look at me. I'm thinking like DEI. Oh, we need to have a woman. But I think she would be a good fit, though. She would do good. You know what I mean? The Democrats were just Clinton's. Oh, the name, she'll win. They didn't care if she could do it or not. It was just, and I don't know. Same thing with like Harris. It's like they were picked because they were just women and they thought they were popular, not that they could do a good job. You know what I mean? I think Tulsi Gabbard, I think she could do a decent job. She seems like she's got the right head for it, the right mindset. I don't know. We'll see. But it's probably going to be Vance because he's pretty badass too. So see how that all goes. But yeah, everything's going pretty good for America. Liberals not so happy. They think the world is ending. It's so funny. They're so stupid. Anyway, woke is the new retard. Democrats have always been corrupt, and Trump is winning. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Send me an email at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. And God bless, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye. You just put yourself through another episode of The Objective Jerk. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Please email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment, wherever you find this, follow. It all helps. But thanks again, and I'll see you next time.